Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful and excited to have made it to 2020 and to be starting on this new fun journey with you guys. Miss May's right here. Just on the bed hanging out. I thought that this video could be more relaxing and we could just talk about some end goals and New Year's resolutions together, because I know a lot of you have started them and what I think about it. So I like New Year's resolutions, but I also feel like they can be an overwhelmingly stressful thing to do. The three major New Year's resolutions that people have are clean eating, exercising, and money. I think that those goals can be the most stressful and overwhelming to fulfill, and I feel like many people do it these days for the wrong reasons instead of the reasons being for yourself and just to be healthy. So I wanted to dive into what has worked for me and what New Year's resolutions you guys can try to fulfill without giving up too soon or without being overwhelmed with them. Clean eating. I think that everybody gets so stressed about feeling like they need this fab diet that ends up being so overwhelming, and they end up having a relapse with these bad food choices because it has been too overwhelming and you're restricting yourself so much. I have been vegan, I have been vegetarian, I have been gluten-free, dairy-free, and tried all these different things in the past when I felt like I needed to instead of just me wanting to. Hi, baby. I suggest that you guys do is meal plan. I think that you don't necessarily have to meal prep, because I feel like for anyone who is like me out there who is a parent, meal prepping is not fun for kids because it's just so strict, and also who's got time for that when they have parenting to do and two different kinds of diapers to change, and it just gets a little too crazy. So what I suggest is meal planning. A little planner or notes in your phone is what I like to do, where before you hit up Costco or go to your local store, just make notes of Monday through Friday or whenever you end up eating in, to try to create a good plan for yourself of consistency and balance for your diet so that you're as healthy as you can be. So just creating a balance so that you do not overwhelm yourself, I believe, is super healthy to do. So, hi baby, do you want a toy? Here we go. This is just a relaxing day. We are having fun and playing on the bed together. Create a meal plan. It's gonna be super good for you. I don't think that you would regret it, because it's just a stress-free situation where you can see the kinds of food that you're eating and prepping for, and it's just a lot easier than needing to full-on meal prep when you have a crazy lifestyle, and who knows what the days will bring to you, or if you end up needing to go out or anything like that. I think that to restrict yourself with a crazy diet with experience, it does not go well. You end up having a relapse and you end up gaining more weight afterwards if that's your goal, to lose weight, and it's just, for your soul, it's not healthy. You can have a donut or two, and you can have that pizza, and you can have whatever the heck makes you happy, and you don't need to worry about it. For me, I don't stress about eating a cookie. I actually do the complete opposite, and I enjoy it. And it also helps with creating balance and being able to make it a bit further with the clean eating that I tried to do. I do not have a specific kind of restriction or diet that I do to myself. I just simply try to eat clean and healthy, and just stay consistent with your eating. Do the 80-20 situation where you're eating 80% good most of the time and I think that's how it should be. It should not be 10%. That's like way too little of goodness in your life. Like you need to do 80-20 at least. I love salads and greens. I make them all the time for my family, and the kids, since they've grown up with them, love them. If you start your kids sooner, if that's what your goal is, to be healthy for your kids, and meal prepping, just as soon as you can with your kids starting to eat, just give them the greens, the healthy foods, things that you don't usually like that they end up eating and end up being used to, and they like it. So just keep that in mind as well. But many people are having these goals and resolutions because this pressure that you see on social media, the influencers and how they look, to the items they have, to the clothing they wear, to the clothes, or to the materialistic things that they have and are continuously flaunting. If you follow people like that, it just can become unhealthy for yourself if you get your mind in that like mindset. If you are healthy with it and you watch those influencers online, like it makes sense if that's like an encouraging thing for you. But if you are doing these diets and this exercising to look or to act or to be like someone else, it's just not going to be a healthy thing for you, and not the right reasons as to why you are doing them. For clean eating, my personal reason is I struggle with just getting anxious about my health a lot. So seeing my mom so up close go through cancer and seeing her body the way it was related to health, it just scares me. So I try to be as healthy as I can be with the motivation to never, Lord willing, ever have that happen to anyone else close to me or myself again. So if I am in charge of feeding these cute little kids and in charge of my own health and what I can do for myself to be as healthy as I can be to try to avoid that ever happening, I'm going to do it by far. And I try to have the healthiest lifestyle I can have. Just remember to have always a good reason behind why you are doing these goals and these resolutions, so that it's not just for the people that never see you that you are influenced by, and do it for yourself and for your own health and for your own body and goals. Because you're the subject of exercising, I feel like that too can be a very high, that can be a pretty crazy, a pretty crazy and stressful time for everyone at the beginning of the year. You see gyms fill up, you see people constantly, pushing their bodies to work out 7 days a week and 3 hours out of the day, instead of just having a healthy consistency. For me, I work out 5 days a week because I want to, and because it works in my routine when the kids are napping, and I just take an hour out of my time and put the monitor on when they're napping. And I, in my gym, or in my garage, I have just this at-home gym and I work out. So it's what works best for me and what I do for myself. It's not some regimen that I'm going crazy on or feeling overwhelmed with or my body's exhausted on. And if I ever do feel more sore or tired than usual, I just give myself a day and I'm not stressing about it. But I feel like a lot of people have these goals and expectations because it's for that person that they're trying to follow and be like, and that body that they're trying to become. And it can just be so unhealthy. And it's sad to me because I want to see people exercising for themselves and being the best version of their body that they can be, and stop looking at some other figure or some other body and trying to mimic that, because I feel like every body is uniquely different and we wouldn't be special if we all were trying to be the same. And I feel like no matter how in shape you get, if you have the expectation that you need to look like some other celebrity or role model to you and try to look like them, it simply is not going to be happening for you, because we obviously are all made in different shapes and sizes. Hi. We are all made in different shapes and sizes, and that's okay. But if you're trying to look like somebody else, it's gonna be very discouraging because those curves or those, abs or those different things that they have naturally or that they have cosmetically are not going to just happen from, a full-time 3-hour-a-day gym workout, because your body can turn out being beautiful just the way it is from the consistency of working out, but it also can too be a very unhealthy thing. So just if you are doing the working out, have a balance for yourself. I feel like people give up resolutions because your body wears out and you get exhausted and you do not see the results of those people that you look up to. Do I feel that influencers that you look up to but you do not want to become are healthy? Yes, I have them for myself too. But if you're trying to become someone that you're not, or trying to do this unhealthy routine to exhaust yourself so you get somewhere faster, it will wear out and your resolutions will not stay consistent anymore and they will end. Make sure that you have a good routine for yourself, but it's nothing that can overwhelm you. And I just get an hour out of the day and I feel like I'm making progress, especially if I'm still trying to figure out my clean eating. And do this for yourself, because if you're in a healthy mindset and if you're in a place where it's a marathon instead of a race, and instead you're thinking about the body that you do have and being grateful for it instead of always ragging on yourself or hating on yourself and looking at what you want to be in the finish line, you won't get there and you will feel so down about it and it will be so toxic for you. So make sure that you are always exercising to be the healthiest version that you can be for yourself. Have good goals instead of goals to look or be like somebody else. So I think that'll get you a lot further when it comes to exercising and not overwhelming yourself with the routine, and realizing that you can get there with goals if you are consistent. It does not need to be an overwhelming amount of work to get there. So that is my little rant when it comes to exercising. For money can go many different ways. I feel like people have different goals with expenses and with savings and with debt and with getting more money, with balancing the money that you do have. For us, here's an example. Who loves Starbucks? I do. I love Starbucks for sure. And here is proof. In the month of December, spent over $200 at Starbucks. Okay, I had no idea. This is probably the worst thing having to do with cards that can happen. With cash, you look at the money you spend and then you're more careful about it. With cards, which are the most practical, you do not on a monthly basis kind of chart out what we are spending to kind of balance it all out. And when we were looking at our bank statements and saw just from Starbucks it was like over $200 for the month, I understand it is for December and I love more expensive drinks from Starbucks and snacks every once in a while. Just as an example there, what we like to do and what I suggest is for people that are like me who do not think little subjects like coffee can end up taking up a lot of money, is sorry, it's Evelyn's toys, but get an app, okay? Get an app that can organize your spendings and give you limits so that for someone like me who loves coffee, I can have this app that is attached to my money, and anytime I could have a weekly goal of, okay, no more than, $20 on coffee or something like that. And I, even reaching just like 50%, it lets you know that you've reached 50%, like just know that you have only half of your spendings left. And that'll be a healthy reminder that it's like, oh wow, I already spent, $40. Like that's crazy to me. And for the month, that'll really help you out to stay on a budget and stay consistent, because who wants to see $200 go away just off coffee? So that helped me open my eyes. Don't be like me and make your own coffee. I don't know, just create goals for yourself and do something like that app, because that'll keep you accountable and will keep you consistent. So when it comes to bills and with debt and whatnot, what I have learned and what has helped Trent and I out is we chart everything. At the end of the month, we reevaluate our plan for the next month, because we're like that. We automatically pay a lot of our bills because it's stressful to think of everything we have to remember on certain dates to pay. So we usually, for the majority of our bills, have it automatically get deducted out of our account. But what we like to do is chart it all, see what our bills are, see what our saving goals are for the month. The faster you guys take care of the debt, the more fun savings can be, because when you're looking at trying to pay off debt while saving, it can become this stressful limbo of feeling like you've got no money remaining to have fun or to go out and to enjoy yourself. So just for me, what I like to do is take a look at what we can be saving in, and like somewhere like Starbucks, okay, the majority of that should have gone towards a savings account instead of coffee. So that's my recent situation for all of you to know, so you don't feel as bad about whatever guilty pleasures you all have. Open up your bills that you don't want to look at. Open up those statements or those places that you go out, and it'll help you become more aware of where you're spending your money and how much you are of it. If you have an app like that, and if you chart everything out and create different goals in terms of making more money and having goals with that, it's just creating a balance. And I mean, who knows what like ends up happening for you and opportunities that come throughout the year, but just be the best version of yourself that you can be and work as hard as you can be at the current job that you do have, and I promise you, you will get rewarded from that with either a promotion or another opportunity that is to come in the future for you. So just stay patient with those opportunities and don't avoid them either. Don't be blind to opportunity, or don't, put in the effort to make that happen, because if you work hard, good things come from that. In today's world, like I said on social media, was seeing people always flaunting their money or always seeing the good things in life and never seeing the bad. And that can be really hard, because I feel like everybody's got, major financial shock that can sometimes happen to them, or things that it's like, oh, I got to this point in savings, but then this happened and we have to pay for that, and it knocks you off your goal a little bit, but you can jump back on it. Like, there's different levels of what people go through, and to always see the good always on social media, it can be like, I don't know, to me it can be sometimes a toxic thing instead of an encouraging thing. So just, if your goal is to have these designer bags or to have that nice car, don't stop believing in yourself to get there, but just do it for the right reasons and stay patient with it. Like, life still requires you to work hard. That's my advice in terms of saving money or trying to get on track with money and being a bit more disciplined. I'm weirdly obsessed with Starbucks. Trent gives me a hard time about it, but honestly, I'm not the only one who contributed to that $200, but I don't need to say anything about it to him. I think he already knows. Life is busy, life is chaotic. Some days you need more caffeine, and I don't feel bad about getting some from somewhere that can make it really good. That is my little rant to you guys on New Year's and resolutions and dieting and fitness and money. Always do these resolutions for your own self and for your own heart, or for your own goal, or for your own confidence. Hi, puppy. Don't do these goals because of what you're seeing on social media or what you are you know, continuously, you know, having the pressure to become for someone else. Just do this for yourself. If someone does not like the way that you are looking, then that's not a very nice person to hang around. And if someone does not like you for the things you don't have yet, then those are not good people to be around either. But if you are doing fitness for your own health and self and for your own confidence, just stay consistent with it. And I promise you, when you see results, it's just an adrenaline of like motivation to keep going. I have learned, especially through being on social media a lot too, that it's just, you know, it can be a beautiful thing and it can be a very toxic thing. And once you figure out that balance on beautiful and toxic, I think that these kinds of goals can really change if you get your head in the right place. I have a lot of goals having to do with this place, YouTube, and I am so grateful to all of you guys who have started this journey with me. It was overwhelmingly scary at first, and I was really nervous to start making these videos, and I feel like I'm starting to feel now that I know that people are listening to me and people are commenting about the encouragement it has been for them or the fun it has been to watch my videos. I feel so much more confident now, and I feel that I'll be growing into a place of just this becoming a big circle of family to me, in that way of just feeling like this has been such a positive journey so far. And I know I have a long way to go with where my goals are with it, but right now, and like I said at the beginning of this video, I didn't know who was gonna watch, and I didn't know who was gonna stay consistent or wanna subscribe to me. And now, you know, having people that are starting to subscribe to me, even though it's a slower journey, and are commenting and are being sweet, it's just been so fun. And I'm doing this because it is fun, and because I enjoy it, and because I want to be helpful and encouraging. Whoever is continuously staying consistent watching my videos, thank you so much. And whoever has subscribed from that, thank you so much. And whoever is continuously watching them and hasn't subscribed yet, please like and subscribe to this channel. I would appreciate it so much, and I love getting messages and comments from you guys over my videos, and I am so thankful for your kindness and your support, and that just drives me to continue to make amazing videos for you guys. So thank you so much, and I hope this video was encouraging to everyone who has made New Year's resolutions, and I am so happy that you guys did. And if this is the year to make big changes for yourself, I'll be thinking of you. And just let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that I can stay, you know, praying about for you guys, or just be thinking of you for, that you need encouragement or more tips and advice for a certain resolution that maybe I've done that has worked for Trent and I. And I am looking forward to making my next video for you guys. But I thought this was going to just be a nice sit down and let you guys know the deal with how I feel about resolutions and how I can encourage you guys with the 3 main subjects of what people have resolutions for. And hopefully that can be helpful for you guys, and that you're not too overwhelmed with these goals that you're wanting to achieve this year. Just have a good year. Just look at the moment that you are in instead of always where you're needing to go, because that can become stressful. Journey might seem a lot longer if you are always looking at where you're needing to go instead of being in the moment and being grateful for the situation that you are in and the body that you do have. It is going to be a great year, and I am so excited for you guys to be watching this journey with me and seeing my growth, because I am laying it all before you. I'm going to try to bring out the best of me this year, and I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.